Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be doing 10 Rubik's Cube example solves. I figure it's been a while since I've done one of these and I've been getting more and more requests to make one, so I figure it's finally time to actually make one of these. So let's get started. Alright, for this first scramble I'm choosing to do green. I can see that there's this one move square, which means a possibility for an X cross, but I've decided that getting this edge into here is too much work, and in my opinion, there's a better way to solve this first pair, so this corner and this edge, that doesn't require doing an X cross. You kind of just cancel into the first pair. So the idea is, I'd first make the square, and then align it so I do R prime D, and then these two edges are here, and they can be solved in 3 moves, and I've got this edge here, and after the 3 moves, this edge isn't going to move. So what I can do is I can do R prime B prime, and then before I do an R, I can do a small U prime, and then bring this edge up and bring it over here and then solve this cross edge. So you might think of that as some sort of an X cross trick, but what I'm really doing is I'm just bringing this edge up and then I have this F2L case. You might know it, you might not, but it's like that. Wait. Yeah, so it's like that. And basically I just started doing it before I aligned the cross. So yeah, anyways, after that I see this pair here. So I can just pair them up like that. Then insert, and I'd rotate over here and I'd see this corner and this edge in the back, so I just solve these two right away, and then this last pair here, and instead of rotating it and solving like a more normal way, I'd rather be able to orient all the edges, and since I'm already in this position, it makes more sense to not rotate right away and just split the pair up like that, and then you get all your edges on top. So yeah, just insert the pair. And then here we have a ZBLL case. So the way I recognize it, you got opposite, opposite, so white, yellows, and then this block here. Like that. Alright, for this next scramble I've chosen to do yellow. It's a fairly straightforward cross, and you've also got this pair here that's really easy to save. So we've got this blue here already lined up, and then this orange and green are really easy to solve around that. And then this one can be dealt with later. So before I just solve these two with like a U prime wide R prime or something, I can move this pair out of the way with an R2. So like R2 U prime wide R prime. Then I can solve the red edge like D prime F prime and then just align the cross. And then this pair's back here, so I can just insert it in the back. And then I see this pair right in front of me, so I just do it and insert it in the back as well. So like that. And then these two here. I could have just like gone straight into the pair like that, but I prefer to just rotate and then spam 2gen. So pair them up like that, then insert, and then this last pair here. So I can pair these up, and then here I had a feeling I was going to get a good winter variation case, because after I did the U2 I saw this corner here was going to be lined up on the top, so I figured there wasn't going to be too many corners oriented, and those are usually easy to recognize. But yeah, this case is just sexy move and then insert the pair, and we just have good J-perm. Alright, for this third scramble I'm going to do blue, and once again I can see my first pair right here, and it's a pretty good case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this blue-yellow over, because this one's lined up with its opposite center, the red-orange, and this one's in the back with the opposite center. So I'd bring that over, bring this down, solve that, then just insert this edge here, and that doesn't do anything to the pair. So I do that and then align the cross. Now as I'm doing that I can see this pair here. I was originally going to solve this one, but this is obviously way better. So I just do that, and I can kind of cancel into this pair here. So I just solve that like so, and then this pair here is easy, so just do that. And then the last two here. Now, here instead of doing OLL, it's going to give me either a Y or a V perm, so I'll just check. And yeah, it gives me V perm. So I would just do an OLL CP alg, which is basically just doing edge orientation and then a soon. So I do that. And then before I do my soon, I can already see if I do back anti-soon, it'll give me a PLL skip. So instead of just doing that, I just move over here and then do back soon instead. Alright, for this fourth one, I'm going to do yellow. And once again, there's a pair here I can preserve. So the way this cross works is a bit weird. So we've got this one already lined up, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to kick it out and instead put in this orange. Because I notice these orange and blue, they can go in together like this, which is good. And then I can just put this one in right away, and then this one's just a few moves away as well. So yeah, put in the orange, bring down the blue while solving the red, bring this up, and then I knew this pair was going to split, so before I did like the last two moves, U prime, L prime, I know I'd do a U move after that to save the pair. And then just insert them like that. Then right away I see these two, and also these two, but I think I saw these two first, so I'd probably end up doing these actually. And then this pair here, and then these two. And before I do them, I know I can just do a sledge to skip edge orientation, but I could do something else to actually skip the OLL. So instead of just doing a sledge, like that, I could do like a B prime, and then sledge, and then a B to get the OLL, and then just wipe them. Alright, for this one I'm going to do orange cross, and my first pair is right here. So you can see it's pretty much a free pair, just one move to join. So my cross pieces are here, 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 and these three here can all just be solved with D and R moves. So basically my plan is to do that, and I know that won't affect these two pieces. And then the way this last white one is going to be, I'll be able to just pair these up straight away without doing anything different. So I'd solve the green opposite the blue, and then put the yellow with the white next to the green, now with the blue. So it's like a D2 away from solved. And then I'd solve this edge here, like that, and that paired them up. So I'll just show you what's happening again. So this is flipped, and these two need to pair up, so just like that. Then insert the pair. And from this position I don't really see much. There's this pair that I can do, but I probably end up rotating. And then I see these two, so I just do these instead. Now I've got this pair here, and I'd probably, there's two ways I could do it. I could solve it normally, or I could do it in the way that influences edge orientation. In a solve, usually I don't worry about edge orientation until the last pair unless it's a really easy case or something. But here I think it's more obvious just to solve a pair like that. And then these two I can solve with sledge and then pair up. So the sledge just kind of takes out the corner and then pair them up. Then OLL and then PLL. Alright, so Scramble Number Six is pretty dumb. It's a 3-move cross and a free pair after it. Don't have to do anything fancy. So these two are lined up with opposite centers. These two are also lined up and ready to be inserted. And then this pair is going to be a 3-move insert. So R prime, F prime, D2, free pair. And I can also see where this pair was going to be in inspection. Forgot to mention that. So then these two, like that. I was doing that, I was watching this slot here, so I just solved these with double sexy. And same deal here, just left double sexy. OLL, and then PLL. Alright, so for number 7, I'm going to do blue. So we've got cross pieces here, 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 and here. These three can be solved pretty easily, and then I can just flip this one after. And also this pair is going to be preserved, and I'll be able to cancel into solving it, which is nice. So I line these two together, D prime, R, and then U prime to move this pair out of the way from the flipped edge. Then B prime, D prime, RC, U prime, R prime to cancel into solving the pair. And I'd rotate, and I guess I'd see these next, so I'd solve these, like that. And then here we have a free pair, and the last slot's just here, like that. And then this ZBLL, so it's this COLL case where these two colors match and these two colors match, and you just have a big block here, like that. Pretty easy. Alright, Scramble Number 8 is really bad, but oh well. So here I'm going to do orange, and I can see the first pair. It's not really going to be a great case, but oh well. Also the cross is like 9 moves long, which is also really bad. Oh well. So yeah, solve the green, and then followed by solving the blue. So do like R, D2, R, and then solve yellow, R2, and then D to align those three, and just insert this, as in this pair. Followed by these two, and yeah, here I'm going to do a sledge, because I feel like it's convenient to do it there, not like the other example where I'd have to do like a back sledge or a weird alg. And then this pair here, like that, and then these two, and I could rotate and solve them a more normal way, but I can already tell that doing it this way would skip edge orientation, so I just do it like that. And it just happens to skip OLL and give me a U-perm. Alright, number 9, gonna do white. Pretty easy to see my first pair, and I can get an idea of where my second one is. So I've got one edge solved, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve these two incorrectly next to this one, but then I can solve this one around that. And I can also see that these two pieces here aren't going to move very much, and they're actually going to end up being able, I think you'll be able to solve this pair rotationless after the first one. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. So just insert the blue and the orange, blue and the red, sorry, and then I'd solve this green over here and then fix the orange after that. So D2, R prime, D prime, R, D2, and then solve this pair. And yeah, just as I suspected, these two are rotationless. And this pair here, I see this paired up. And whether I do this in a solve or not, I'm not sure, but I know I can skip OLL from this angle. So the way it works is I do sort of like left inverse sexy twice and then insert a sledge. So like that. And then H-perm. Alright, last one. Here I'm going to do red. And I can see my first pair and cancel into solving it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve this yellow with the green, relatively, and then solve the blue. And then I can just go ahead and solve the white. So push that down, D2 R prime, and then put this in. And before I just did that, I knew my pair was going to be like that. So I'd go into solving it like that. And luckily this pair skipped. I didn't see that in inspection. Not sure if I could have or not. I'll look back later. And then we have these two pairs here. And I already know, just from experience, I actually saw this in an old Anthony Brooks video, believe it or not. I know that solving this pair will set this up to a 3-move insert. So yeah, thanks Anthony for that. So solve these two. And then these two. And then OLL. And then Y-perm.